Hello everybody and welcome to the grid for round 2 of the Fun Cup UK Championship here at Alton Park. Hello to everybody who's watching on Facebook. We're streaming the grid walk live on the Fun Cup fan page. I've got Caleb Weatherall, who's very kindly helping me from JPR Axiometrics. So let's go and have a chat with our pole sitters, which were Team Trumans. Johnny Hode is going to be starting the car as I make my way through the big crowd of people. Come to me, Johnny. Thanks, mate. Nice to see you back out. Were you pleased with the grid draw? I'm guessing you are, but are you gonna stay there because you proved at Brands you're more than capable of running in the top three?
Yeah, the boys did really well at Brands. I'm really pleased with their result. We proved that the car's got the pace of Brands, and we're really happy with the way the car's feeling this weekend. Everything seems to be going in the right direction, but we're doing all right. Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, thanks, Paul, for that. That was Paul Abraham from Eco. Thanks a lot, Johnny. Second place is the 104 car, which is the Team Kennedy. That's got Charlie Kennedy behind the wheel, alongside Graham Pattle and Mark Burton, both making welcome returns. Charlie, front row start for you. You've got to be happy with that, and I'm guessing you want to get past Trumans going into Old Hall.
I'm absolutely chuffed, but no, we've had a chat on everyone. There's no point doing any amazing moves on the first couple of stints, so we'll just pull away and see what gap we can make towards the other field, and then towards the last bit of the race we go for some moves, but there's no point battling now.
All right, fantastic. Thanks, Charlie. Third place, but as you can see, they've got a bit of a problem, which is Team Viking. The crew are on the car already. I'm going to see if I can have a word with Jack and see what the problem is. Jack, what's the matter?
I honestly can't tell you. We think everything's okay though.
Right, we'll see if anyone else knows. Mark, has Nick said anything on the car?
Yeah, no, we seem to have a bit of a problem with the fuel on the outlap. So we're just trying to clear that now, which would be a bit of a shame if we started with a problem in P3 on the grid. So hopefully we'll get it fixed.
Well, the best of luck. Thanks a lot, Mark. Right, fourth place on the grid is Agua Caliente, so we'll just pop over and have a chat with them. That's with Rob Perry and Matt Hogg. Matt, decent grid draw this time, compared to a little bit better, because normally you're as we get strangled by the cable. How's it all been going today? You pleased with the way the car's gone?
Yeah, it's great. The car's really good. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, can't say anything better than that. It's great.
And I'm guessing it's just going to be a case of staying out of trouble today.
Say that every time, but you never know, do you?
I know. It's always the way, isn't it? It's always 4 hours. Never know what's going to happen. Right, let's go down to a little bit further down the field to row 8, which is the JPR Axiometrics car. Now, they led at Brands Hatch for quite a bit of it with Christian Rose. Chris Weatherall and also Chris Duval. It's a new car to them this year. So let's go and have a chat with them. They're on the inside of row 8 in the body of the field, so they're going to be pretty busy during the course of this race. So let's see if any of the drivers are here. We've got some of the compact drivers here as well. So let's find Chris Duval. He stood having a chat with Chris from JPR. See, all the team and the mechanics and the drivers are all called Chris, so it makes it a lot easier. We're just having a pre-speak. Quick word with you, Chris. You're in the body of the field. It's going to be pretty busy the first few laps for you, isn't it?
I think there's potential for carnage, particularly at Island Bend. We're quite concerned about that, but we need to just keep it clean, and it's a long race, and we're hopeful. We're really hopeful for this race.
Have you had a chat with any of the drivers around you to say, look, let's just keep it chilled for the first few laps and then take it from there, or is it just going to be all guns blazing?
I think you need to talk to Chris Weatherall. He's starting for us.
Okay.
No, he's gone for a quick toilet break.
All right, thanks a lot for that, Chris. In fact, Mr. Weatherall is just turning up, so let's have a chat with him. Boy's doing good, so yeah, he'll be submitting the invoice later.
Of the camera though, not this side. Yeah.
We're just saying to Chris. It's going to Duval. It's going to be busy the first few laps, especially at Island, isn't it?
Yes. I got to say, I'm slightly interested to see what happens there. So I think caution is just the thing. We're in the middle of the pack. It's always the most dangerous part to be. So just try and, if we can get round after the first lap, we'll go for it from there. See what happens. So yeah, but Yeah, a bit of a good, intelligent judgment, which isn't my speciality, and then a bit of luck, and we should be all right.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot, Chris. Right, let's make our way to the back of the grid, which is JPR Uvio, who won at Brands. And, of course, the penalty for winning at Brands, I suppose, is that you have to start last for the next round. So they'll be starting 26th on the grid, which it would have been 27th, but unfortunately we've lost IF Motorsport following an engine drama. So let's make our way all the way back to the 13th row, and there's no drivers. They're over here. So follow me, Caleb. Let's go and have a chat with. In fact, we'll talk to. We'll do two for the price of one because PT Motorsport are here as well. Farchini, ciao, come stai?
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Excellent.
Okay, we're live, so don't swear or do anything. 26th on the grid.
Yeah.
Are you concerned about Island Hairpin? I've been speaking to a few drivers. It's obviously going to bottle up down there. Are you just going to try and stay out of trouble on the first lap?
You can't plan. Play it as it comes. It might be mayhem. It might be. But I think because everyone's scared of it, then it will just be like the M25, I suspect, lap one. But we'll see what happens. See what happens. It's going to be good.
And it's a new layout for us, so a different challenge. How have you found that part? I know it's just a hairpin, but it's a crucial hairpin because if you get it wrong, it ruins you going up over Hilltop, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It's a tedious corner, but it's going to make for excellent racing because you've got a big break there. There's lots of camber changes because you're moving on to different parts of the circuit, and the exit is so important because you're climbing up the hill. So yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of action down there. Head down there.
I will, yeah. So if anyone gets a chance to go down there during the course of the 4 hours, we will do. Just ahead of them, 24th on the grid is PT Motorsport, which is Ian Payne and Paul Vokes, two of the drivers. Ian, great to see that you got your voice back compared to last week, because you weren't well at all, were you?
No, it was better for everyone else that I'd lost my voice last week. But yeah, no, I'm back.
Okay, and how's the car? We were struggling a little bit of straight line speed at Brands. Have we managed to rectify that?
It's fine in a straight line. It's just brakes and corners now. Seems to be a problem, but it's going all right. We'll be all right.
And Paul, year 2 for you. How have you found all this? Is it harder than last year?
No, it's been really good. Apart from the result in Brands wasn't great for us, but we're starting at the back here. We've got 4 hours to put it right. Yeah, the second session will be very interesting.
Paul's driving.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. Well, the best of luck to you both. Right, who else can we find? Let's go down to TFL, which is the car number 49. That's got Richard and Jack Mines and also Andy Bentley. We'll have a quick chat with Richard. Richard, a belated welcome. We didn't get a chance to talk to you at Brands. How have you found all this? Because you've driven a lot of different cars, haven't you?
Yeah, I found this quite an education. It's completely different to anything I've done. I suppose the nearest I think did years ago was Rover Tomcats in the 90s, which was single make. But these are different. I'm amazed actually, the cornering speed, everything. Fantastic cars, really enjoying it.
And are you pleased with the progress Jack's making as well?
Yeah, he just arrived last night and he's first time here, second race, and out this morning, so doing quite well.
And Jack, we'll just quickly speak to you. Has Dad taught you anything, or have you just been like, right, no, I'll just get on with it?
No, he's shown me a lot of moves actually. He's been doing this a long time, so I got a lot to learn from him. I've also had Andrew, who's getting in the car now, has been great help. So second race, so just like to get a good result would be great.
All right, we'll wish you all the best of luck, and also Andy, who's currently in the car. Of course, we're a bit jealous of Andy Bentley because he was let loose in a 1989 Le Mans winning Jag XJR 9 from the Group C era. So we'll just make our way down to Tirrent Dominoes, who are lining up there, drawn 19th on the grid. A lot of support for local team. Grid draw, it's not brilliant, is it? But you're going to be first by the end of the third lap, so it doesn't matter.
No.
Are we having these answers again?
Yeah, no. It's not. You're right, mate.
I'm fine. Has Ollie and Charlie been giving you any tips?
Charlie's not here yet.
Okay.
Ollie's just generally annoying everybody.
Okay.
Ollie,
come here. We'll just have a quick word. Is Dad going to win?
Yeah.
He is. What about who? Do you reckon Dad will get fastest lap?
Second fastest.
Ooh. And when you eventually drive these, are you going to be quicker than him?
Yeah, but I'm going to bin Farchini.
Oh, okay. right? Fighting talk, but no. In all seriousness, we've spoken to a few drivers about Ireland hairpin. That's going to be the key point, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's a worry in the early laps. I think staying clean there is going to be. I think a few people only need to miss the breaking point, and it could be a big one there.
All right, we wish you all the best of luck. That's Chris Hart from T-Rent Dominoes, who will be partnering with Henry Dawes. Let's see who else we can find. Let's have a chat with Apollo, because Apollo had a bit of a nightmare at Brands, and it was one they certainly want to put behind them. So we'll chat with Guy. And Guy, we're not going to talk about 3 weeks ago. Onwards and upwards.
Yeah, this is the start of the season for us. So I'm bricking it a little bit about the first lap into the Ireland hairpin. Hopefully Chris won't come flying through the field on the inside on the grass, but we'll see what happens.
I mean, everyone's been saying the same thing. Have you spoken to those around you and say, look, we're in the middle, let's just try and keep it chilled for the first couple of laps?
Yeah, I mean, but it's Fun Cup, so this never happens, does it? I've spoken with Chris Weatherall, who's obviously driving 267. The start, see what happens with that. Just try and work together to try and get through the field. I just want to come in the first stint and not have anything broken on it.
All right, we wish you all the best of luck. That's Guy Wenham from Apollo Motorsport. And next up on the grid is the Team 7 Fun Bikes, which is the car 195. We'll go this way, Caleb, so we don't get trapped on there. I'm going to talk to John King, because John is going to be the busiest man today, because you've already done a race. First two races, how did that go?
The first one was a bit of a disaster on the start. The second one was much, much better. So it's literally a warm-up for the Fun Cup, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose the only similarities, they're both rear-wheel drive. This is the BMW Compact, of course. How are you adjusting from one to the other so quickly?
I'm not.
Oh, right, okay.
The BMW Compact is so much more difficult to drive than this. Get into this car and it's such a joy to drive. It's so well balanced and easy to control, whereas the BMW is all over the place. So, yeah, you've really got to take this BMW scruff of the neck, whereas this car it's a lot easier.
Okay, we wish you the best of luck. That's John King from Team 7 Fun Bikes. He's actually going to be starting. Just ahead of them on the grid is Eco. We've just got friends and family down here. We'll speak to Mr. Mills. Firstly, you've confirmed you're fixed, which is good. Is the legs all right?
Yeah.
For those that don't know, Tom had a broken leg at Brands, but he still drove because he's an absolute superstar. Happy with the car this weekend?
Yeah, it's good. We're we'll see when we actually get going and try it all out in anger. But no, I think should be good. I think we've got a car that should work for the duration rather than just for a little bit, and see how clean we can keep it for the first few stints and get stuck in later on.
And I've been speaking to a few of the drivers, as I said before. Ireland hairpin first lap. Are you worried?
Not as long as everyone else is sensible.
Do you
It's tight. It is tight down there, and you've got to get things stopped. So hopefully everyone will be sensible. It's a long old race. We don't need to make any heroes in that first part. But other than that, no, it's just nice to be here. Autumn Park, sunshine, happy days.
Brilliant. We'll wish you all the best, mate. Thank you for that. So that's Tom Mills, who is part of Eco Racing. Let's see how we're doing for time. Unfortunately, we literally have to keep going until we get kicked off. Right, Dispatch Bay, Riley Phillips, who was pretty busy at Brands. Have you recovered yet?
Not quite, but yeah, hopefully we have some better luck this time. Yeah, unfortunate failure last month at Brands. Yeah, hopefully some better luck this time.
So I think the rumour is you're doing 3 hours and 59 minutes on your own. Is that right? Is that me joking? No, seriously. Was it hard to do? Because you did sort of 2 double stints, didn't you?
I did a single and then I did a double stint. And the double stint was quite difficult, yeah. Especially on a close, tight track like Brands. There's a lot of people around you all the time. Here it's a bit more spread out, so yeah, I expect there'll still be a lot of action there.
Okay, we wish you all the best. Thanks a lot, Riley. That's Riley Phillips. That's from dispatchbay.com. Just in front, our main sponsors, GT Radial, who is the JPR GT Radial. Ellis Hadley is one of the drivers. He's just having a chat with some friends. Let's have a quick word with our famous motorbike racer. Are you happy?
What, about being called a famous motorcycle racer?
Yeah, because you are a famous motorbike racer. No, it's been a good day for you so far, hasn't it?
It's been okay. Pace seems relatively okay-ish. Not a bad draw, 7th on the grid. So just trying to stick with the lead and pack and stay out of trouble on the first few corners.
That's what everyone's been saying, especially down into Ireland. Everyone's going to go down on the inside to protect the line. Are you going to try and be a bit of a hero and go round them all on the outside?
Damn right I am. Wall of death.
Okay, well, I'll let you do that. Enjoy. Just ahead of them is Race Logic. Now, Race Logic had a frustrating weekend at Brands Hatch with intermittent power issues. And Julian Thomas, who's the team boss, Brands we're not going to talk about. Season starts now.
Yes, well, we're only doing 3 races this season, so it's more for fun, this one.
And how's the car going? The car's been looking fast all weekend.
Car's perfect, yes, really good. And David's super quick, really quick. He's really come into his own this year, it's great.
And we're going to mention it. Have you come off the Sierra Cloud line yet? Because Julian's got an RS500 and it was wound up to 11, wasn't it? And it was a bit scary.
It was terrifying. I left a LMP car behind on the straight down the Hangar Straight, so it was ridiculously fast.
So these must take a bit of getting used to, because you do drive a variety of cars. Is it easy to switch between them all?
It wasn't at first, but the more times you do it, the easier it becomes, yeah.
All right, we wish you and Dave all the best of luck for the remaining race. So let's have a quick word with Captain, Mr. Plymouth. How are we feeling? Are we happy?
Yeah, I think we're happy. Yeah, it's 2 good draw slots in a row. That's quite unique.
Yeah, and you've been here since day dot. Every year it gets harder and harder and harder, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's so competitive at the moment. We've got new guests here today from Pentel, and everybody's saying, which car's going to win, and we can't say which car's going to win. It could be anybody on this grid.
And you're at the pointy end of the grid, so I'm guessing you're not overly concerned with down at Ireland. I mean, there's been a few at the middle of the grid that are a bit worried about overcrowding, but it is what it is. Hopefully the people around you well enough that you've got a lot of trust with them.
Yeah, that's it. I'd rather be starting here than in the middle. But it's 4 hours. We've just got to look after each other in that first couple of laps. So otherwise, people are going to have a spoilt race within the first 10 minutes, which would be a shame.
Fantastic. Well, we've been told to get off the grid, so let the 4 hours of Round 2 of Fun Cup UK begin.